Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I will be talking about weapon illusions, and I will explain how you can make some gold with these different illusions. So I'm sure that most of you already know about all these different illusions. They have been introduced into the game since Vanilla WoW, and Blizzard keeps implementing new illusions into the game. Some of them are very interesting because you can simply craft them and then sell them on the auction house, which is really good. And so these are the illusions we're going to focus on in today's video. So in order to craft all these different illusions, you want to use the profession enchanting. With enchanting, you will be able to craft these different Tome of illusions. So you have in total, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have another one that I still haven't learned, an eighth one, that is this one, the Elemental Lords. So in total, you have one for Azeroth, one for Outland, one for Northrend, then you have two for Cataclysm, this one and the other one, the Elemental Lords. You then have two for Mist of Pandaria, the Pandaria one and the Secrets of Shadowpan, and then one for Draenor. For now, they are known for Legion, BFA, or Shadowlands, but maybe Blizzard will introduce other Tome of Illusions later on into the game. So in today's video, I'm going to focus on how you can simply unlock these different recipes and start crafting these items. And then I will explain why they are valuable, and I will try to go through their sell rates and their value on both European and US realms. So let's start by explaining how you can quickly craft these different tomes. So for most of them, one thing that is very good is that you don't need to have the profession maxed up. So for instance, if you want to craft the one from Outland, you just need to have 50 with the enchanting Outland profession. And yesterday, because I didn't really increase all these different professions, so I just did it like 2 days ago. And it took me like an hour to upgrade all of them to 50. So really, it's something that should not require a lot of time, and especially in terms of the investment, it's really not difficult, because to upgrade most of these professions, you will simply need to buy like some very cheap materials, and it should not be too difficult. Like most of them, really, it's super easy. So normally you should be able to do that really for not even like 1K per profession. And after that, you will be able to reach 50 and to start crafting these different illusions. So the one that is really the easiest in my opinion is the one from Draenor. All you want to do is come to your garrison, buy this Draenor enchanting, and then normally you will be able to craft some of the secrets of Draenor enchanting, and then with that, with only one, you will be able to buy the recipe. And after that, really, it's extremely easy to craft. So for most of them, it's something that should not require a lot of investment to upgrade to level 50 and then to craft the tome. One thing I would recommend you to do when you are upgrading your different professions is to try to use some of these enchanting vellum in order to craft the different enchants. Because in order to upgrade enchanting, you can either, for instance, decide to do it on your own equipment over and over again, or you can decide to use one of these enchanting vellum, and then like that you can get one of these crafted enchants that you can sell on the auction house. And for some of them, from for instance Mist of Pandaria or other expansions, some of them can actually sell for quite a lot of gold. As you can see here, for instance, this one can be sold on my realm for 1000. And so what I did personally is that really try to do that with all the different professions, and now I have like a stock of enchants that I'm just gonna post on the auction house and leave there. But like that, you might be able to even refund the cost of the profession. So really, for me, this is not something that should take you too much time, and especially this is not too difficult. If you're lacking some items to disenchant, to upgrade the reputation, and to get all the different materials you need, what you can do is, for instance, if you have like a tailor, or if you have a leather worker or blacksmither or even a jewel crafter, you can craft some base items, so like the first greens from each of these expansions, and then send them to your enchanters, and then it can disenchant all these different items, and you will get normally enough of these, like dust and everything. So normally really this is something that should be fast, and this is why I'm recommending you to do it even if you haven't started to upgrade any of these professions. So when it comes to the different Tome of Illusions, all of them require different materials, and on average the cost is going to be like around 1k. So for the one for Journeyer, on average on European realms it will cost you around 980 gold to craft. For the one in Pandaria it will be around 1k to craft, so really not expensive. For this one, the Tome for Secrets of the Shadowpan, it will be a little bit more expensive, 1k6. For the one for Cataclysm, it's going to be around 900 or sometimes even less. For the one in Northrend, it's going to be 700 gold, so very, very cheap. The one that has the bigger cost is going to be the one for Outland, because you require some of this Primal Fire and Primal Mana, and so it's going to be on average 5,500. The one for Azeroth is going to be on average 1,400, and finally the last one, the Elemental one, is going to be 600 gold. So now we're going to see what is the value of these items and the sell rate. So let's start with the sell rate. So most of them have a sell rate of like 0.25 to 0.10 or 0.15. So as you can see, Draenor is 0.25, the Pandaria one is 0.24, this one is 0.20, Cataclysm is 0.24, Northrend is 0.24, Outland is 0.12, and Azeroth 0.18. And of course, you also have the other one that is 0.20. So these sell rates are really good, and it shows that on average you will be able to sell multiple of these Tome of Illusions maybe per day or at least per week. So really this is something that I think is great to have on your auction house, and this is why I highly recommend you to craft them. So now let's look at the value. So for the first one, the one for Azeroth, on European realms, you can see that on average it will sell for between 7,000 gold to 17,000 gold, which is pretty good. On US realm, it's going to be between 6,000 gold to 7k7 gold. For the one for Cataclysm, on European realms, it's going to be between 2,500 and 4,400. And on US realms, it's going to be between 3,000 and 4,300 gold. Then the one for Draenor is going to be between 3,700 and 6,400 on European realms, and 4,000 to 6,000 on US realms. Then the Elemental Lords is going to be between 8,600 and 11,000, and on US realms it's going to be 12,000 to 17,000 K gold. Then we have the Northrend one, it's going to be between 4k to 18k gold on European realms, and 3k8 to 4k4 on US realms. Then the one from Outland is between 12,000 to 16,000 gold, and the price on US realms is 15,000 gold to almost 19,000 gold. The one for Pandaria is 4k3 to 5k6 on European realms, and 4k to 5k4 on US realms. And finally, the one for the Secrets of the Shadowpan is going to be 8,000 to 11,000 gold on European realms, and 10k to 57k gold on US realms. So again, these differences in prices can be explained, for instance, by the price of the materials. Makes sense that the one for Outland is a little bit more expensive because, again, the average price is going to be around 5,000 in order to craft the item. The one also that is pretty interesting is the Elemental Lord, because in order to unlock this one, you need to complete a quest. This quest is controlling the elements. In order to achieve the quest, you also need to be revered with Terrazine. So this is not very difficult to do. You have a tabard that you can use and then go into the different rates from Cataclysm, and you will upgrade your reputation pretty easily, also in dungeons. And you also have, as it's mentioned on this comment, the combination of Terrazine when the time walking event is up that will grant you with 500 points, and this is honestly very easy to upgrade. So when you complete the quest, you can then unlock the recipe and craft the item. But so that's why, like me, a lot of people haven't had the time yet to do it, and so most likely they will have less competition, and the prices are going to be a little bit more important. So yeah. So as you can see, all these different items are very interesting. Most of them have a very good sell rate and a very good value. And again, they're not difficult to craft at all. So that's it. I think you really should look into the possibility of crafting some of them. Try to sell some of them. You'll see if maybe there is too much competition or if they don't sell. And then you can craft others after that. But yeah, so it's gonna be all for today's video. I really hope it will help you make a little bit of gold. And again, keep in mind that even if you don't have an enchanter at the moment, you can still start doing it now and it's not gonna take you so long. So I will be back very soon with more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you the best. And yeah, I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.